Hi guys, Mary here. Today is Friday, the 27th of September. It's the day before the new moon in Libra. So I thought that I would come on and do a reading for you. But I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about boundaries. So it's been an interesting few days. We had a little storm here on Tuesday and into Wednesday. And then there was someone here on the island with addiction and really crying out for help. So in helping him, when you help someone and you get them help and you get them out and everything, there's usually, it creates more stuff to clean up, I guess. This particular person managed property here in Libra. There are cats that need to be fed, there are properties that need to be cleaned, and as much as I am of service to humanity, of service to especially fellow alcoholics or addicts, I always reach out a helping hand, but I can't do the work for them. And that's been the major struggle the last, I would say, 3 weeks in trying to help this gentleman. And finally getting him off to a hospital where he's safe and will get some treatment. But he's left behind kind of a mess that needs to be cleaned up. Now, the Mary of 2 years ago probably would have taken on the management of the property, cleaned the property. I would have, I didn't have the best boundaries, and I'm still learning about boundaries, so that's kind of why I wanted to come on here and share it with you. This time around, I did feed the cats, and I will take care of them for the next day or so. But instead of taking on the responsibility, I have contacted the owners and said that it is their responsibility, and to find, another manager, to find other people here that can help, because I can't do everything, right? So I just wanted to share that, to be careful of boundaries, because what's happening is these new energies of love are coming onto the planet in these waves, right? That are helping us to expand our consciousness and helping us to evolve as a species. So as these waves come in, they may bring, like you and I are light workers and we're empaths and we want to help people and we want to be of service. We want to shine our light and help others. And there are going to be times when people are going to be coming to you for advice and help. And I've noticed people around me having a lot of tower moments where they are ending relationships, they are quitting jobs, they are realizing that they can't continue life the way that they have been, with addiction and things of that nature. So a lot of tower moments going on, a lot of people may need help around you. And I guess what I'm trying to say is to make sure that, as if you were on a plane, make sure that you put the oxygen mask on yourself and then the other people around you, because in order for you to continue this work, it's a marathon, not a sprint, you're going to have to take care of yourself and put yourself first. So the days where you're exhausted, listen to your body. The days that you're exhausted, your body's telling you that you need to rest, right? So listen to your body and try to create boundaries for yourself, meaning that just because you help someone doesn't mean that you have to take on everything. You don't have to take on all of the responsibilities, you know what I mean? Okay, so that was kind of a message I just wanted to share with you, because as I'm learning, I'm trying to share the information. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to pull some tarot cards. I'll do 4 cards. and we'll see what Spirit has to say today. So this reading is for today, the 27th, and the new moon, the 28th. Okay, so Spirit, please show us any guidance for the 28th, the new moon. Please show us any guidance for the 28th. And I just want to say that the card that came out is the Lovers. I just wanted to say that I'm happy to see, although I'm not really doing political readings, I'm happy to see that Nancy Pelosi finally is doing an impeachment proceedings, or whatever steps need to be taken. So I saw that in a reading. It was a long time ago. I have no idea what the date was, but I saw in a reading that Trump would resign, Pence would take over, and I think this was about a year ago, and Nancy would be president for a short time. I still stick with that reading, so I don't know how this is going to happen. I never saw him being impeached. Perhaps the Republicans around him will convince him to resign. I don't know. But I saw that quite a while ago, and I'm so happy to see it finally starting to take place, because I think that we can kind of breathe a sigh of relief knowing that things are happening the way that they should be. And I know it's hard to be patient when you see your government kind of being, falling in a way, or democracy falling, but just know that this was all happening for a reason. And I know everything's happening the way it's supposed to. And I know there's more roadblocks ahead, but I guess my message is to try not to worry so much and be in the news all the time. Maybe just catch up once a day or once every 2 days or whatever. You don't need to be, on top of the news 24/7. Have some trust that this is all happening for really the highest good of everyone. Okay. All right, so the first card up is the Lovers card. The Lovers card is usually about soulmate coming in, a partnership, could be romantic, could be in business, things of that nature. Could also be about just loving yourself, or the importance of knowing that love is really all that matters. Yeah, it could just be that message, but we'll see what other cards come up. Okay. Heavenly angels, please show me any guidance for the new moon in Libra. The new moon in Libra. And the next card up is the Hermit. So I'm really thinking that Spirit wants us to connect with love in ourselves, to love ourselves, to put ourselves first, which is not, it's not selfish to put yourself first. It's actually very smart. It's the whole put the oxygen mask on yourself first, because if you can't take care of yourself, you're not going to be there to take care of others. And I feel like the Lovers with the Hermit is saying, put yourself first. This is all about self-love, so that you can be there for others. He has a light to light the path, to light the way. So as you spend time really going within, nurturing yourself, loving yourself is giving yourself 5 minutes a day to meditate. It's giving yourself time in nature. It's giving yourself time to go within. You may have to give up a television show or something for a half an hour, but it's loving yourself enough to make decisions that are for your well-being. Listening to your body. What foods does it really want? When you drink down a soda as compared to drinking down some carrot juice, how does that make your body feel? So it's about practicing self-love, and I'm pretty sure that's what Spirit is talking about with that Lovers card. Okay, Heavenly angels, please show me guidance for the new moon. Death. This is all about change and transition. So the Death card doesn't mean death, it just means transformation. So many people are going through a huge transformation right now. They're tower moments, and may be a little bit confused as to why their body might be giving them a signal that they're going through an ascension or awakening process, with ringing in the ears and maybe seeing lights or headaches or heart flutters, and just not knowing what it is, or maybe thinking that something's medically wrong with them when really it's just this awakening process. The body is already changing its structure cellularly as we go through this transformation, but your mind may not have caught up with that yet, and so it's sending messages of like side effects or symptoms. So that's part of the process, right? Okay. So you may have to love yourself through this transformation. The waves of energy that are coming in are quite strong. I think things are really ramping up. Things are going much quicker than they used to. I see people awakening much quicker. Things that, I was working on for a few years, people are doing in a few months. This is worldwide. It's the World card. It's worldwide. It's everyone on the planet. The planet has already increased her frequency and her vibration. And so if you're feeling a lot of these symptoms, make sure you get out into nature. Just being barefoot in the dirt or the grass can help your body and your mind all to be in sync with Mother Earth. So, and I think on the world stage, a lot's going to be going on. So not just politically in the United States, politically everywhere. There's a lot going on the planet. Just as we individually are having tower moments, the planet is as well. Just trust that it's for the planet's highest good and our individual highest good. Okay, so I'll post some oracle cards here. Sorry if I'm sweating. I have my AC on, but it's on kind of low. But we'll just do a few cards and we'll finish up. Okay. I'm getting my new deck from Amanda Ellis, the Metatron deck, probably in a week or so. It keeps saying it's coming, and then I look out to Amazon, it hasn't even been shipped yet, so I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so this is Yang. So there's the, this is the male. So there's the feminine and the masculine, and this is the masculine energy. And I think that Spirit wants us to know to have a balance between the two. So you want to make sure that you have a balance between the two. I find myself that I have more of a masculine energy than a feminine energy. I can be very bossy. I can be very blunt. I tend to try to control. I have a little controlling. It's in my nature to try to control things. I think that's my addictive nature. And I've had to really learn how to just let go of control and know that all I can control is my reaction to things. And make it not a reaction, but to take a deep breath and make it a measured response, right? Okay. So you want to have a good balance between the feminine and the masculine. And Spirit wants us to imagine, the new moon is a good time to manifest what it is that you wish to create. So you want to put your intentions out there tomorrow. Maybe do a little intention ceremony. I think the reading I did a couple weeks ago, I'm not even sure when, but I talked about knowing what it is that you want to create. And so maybe you've spent some time in contemplation trying to figure that out. Now's the time to imagine that you already have what it is that you desire. And as you imagine that, with this Imagine card, in your mind's eye, you want to feel the emotion that you would feel as if you already had what it is that you wish to create. And it's the emotion that is like a magnet to the universe to bring that to you. Yeah. All right, so another card, please. Please show us guidance for today, the new moon. Thank you so much. Heart Guardian. It's funny because yesterday and today, Archangel Shamuel has been around me, and he's the Archangel of the heart. He's all about the heart, the opening of the heart, and I've been having more heart flutters as well. And it says, love and let yourself be loved. So this is all about having an open heart. A lot of this awakening or re-remembering, ascension is all about opening our hearts. And you know, as we open our hearts to others around us who are having these tower moments, we want to help. We want to be of service. We want to, we can feel, you know, their pain, and we can feel their emotions of needing help. But there's a way to be open-hearted, to love others, to help them, and still have boundaries so that you can protect yourself. So having an open heart doesn't mean that you are like a doormat or can be taken advantage of, because that can easily happen, especially to empaths. So boundaries are really important, but Spirit's been talking to me a lot about open heart in the last few days, so it's interesting that this card came up. So, you know, we got the Lover's card. It's all about loving yourself, loving the community around you, loving others, and even loving people that you don't necessarily get along with, and even loving, like, love thy enemy. Really hard to love certain people that you don't agree with, right? But when you send them love and pink light, knowing that we're all connected, you know, we are all one, and we are all playing our parts, that can just bring you peace. So when you send pink light from your heart to others that you don't necessarily agree with or want in your life, just sending them that pink light, it's freeing. It gives you peace and serenity. It's an amazing feeling, and it helps you to let go of anger and resentment. So try to keep your heart open, but maybe not, but still have boundaries, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I remember my friend yesterday saying to me, you know, you can't save the world. You know, because I have a tendency to want to save everyone. And all I can do is what I can do. And I have to protect myself too. And sometimes it takes a friend to remind me of that. All right. And you know who you are. Okay. Oh, I love this. Master Jesus. This is from Kyle Gray's Keepers of the Light. It's all of the Ascended Masters working together on the other side of all religions, and it's my wish and my intention that organized religion, different organized religions, either are going to be no longer or we're all going to come together as one. But this is Jesus. He's all about forgiveness. So try to forgive those who, first of all, try to forgive yourself. That's very healing. I know a lot of you have been doing this inner work for many months or years, but there's always more to be done. And Jesus just wants us to to forgive others, forgive ourselves, and even forgive those, who have trespassed against you, right? Forgive your enemies, and forgive others that maybe aren't where you are spiritually. Forgive them, for they know not what they do, right? Let me see if I can read this without my glasses. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. So there's further healing possible, but you're on the right path. That path of unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. That's what we're all going towards with the new earth. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go feed some kitties and figure out the rest of my day. I hope that you guys have a great weekend, and if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please go to my website, thelighthousemedium.com. You can go to the contact page, or you can send me an email directly. I make my own appointments to thelighthousemedium@gmail.com. All right, thank you so much. Namaste. And to those of you who listen to the podcast, Beyond the Illusion, I just wanted to thank you for listening. I appreciate it. All right. And for subscribing to their podcast, Tiana and Tim's podcast. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Take care.